I wanted to be able to turn my head again. I was having some neck stiffness. I teach yoga pretty much every day of the week, and so it was hard for me to be able to demonstrate things and you know, turn my head. It was difficult to sleep. I bought about 10 new pillows over the course of a few months. So I just wanted to be able to have that range of motion back. So I definitely needed to be fixed, and not, you know, massages and things like that were only a temporary fix, and the pain wasn't going to go away. I was just kind of managing my pain. So I was nervous it was going to hurt, and I was nervous that it wasn't going to work, or that it was only going to give like a temporary relief for that day. You know, like when you go to the chiropractor, you get adjusted, it feels okay that day, but then it kind of goes back. So.
That is kind of teetering.
Yeah.
As you tense, the skull will absorb part of that force, so you don't get as clean of a reduction and then as this alignment.
Right.
So I want that skull on there locked.
Yeah, yeah.
So that
I didn't know
it eats
if I
the
would.
force through your bone.
Yeah, I didn't know if I would
You did good.
be able to relax enough just because it's so tight. You know?
Wow.
And no matter
Michelle.
how I set you up on that thing, it feels wrong. You'll almost have this. You feel totally different within the first 24 to 48 hours, and you almost feel like you're back where you were.
Really?
It's interesting, but you kind of like level out. You'll get used to the new alignment. Come on back on the front and top picture.
I noticed less pain. I noticed my shoulders kind of dropped down. My neck wasn't like trying to protect itself. And I can turn my head now from side to side. This is like a huge range of motion fix. I couldn't turn my head at all to the left, only a couple degrees. So just that. I've been waking up without neck pain with the same pillows that I was using before. Usually it would take me about 5 minutes to even get out of bed to be able to get up and turn my alarm off. So that's a huge thing too. Now I can just get up and not have to worry about it. So.
Right. Your shoulder girdle feels pretty soft too. Like it's not just your neck. Honestly, I'm not gonna mess with you. You're doing good.
It feels pretty good. Like even walking around and turning my head and stuff is getting a lot better.
Yep, it should start opening up for you.
Okay. And when I do wake up in the morning, it doesn't take as long. Bless you. It doesn't take as long to like loosen up.
Exactly.
But like just sometimes in the middle of the night, I'll sit up or something, and I'll be like, "Good gracious, am I like?" It feels like my legs are one direction and I'm looking the other direction is what it feels like. But I don't even think it's that severe what I'm sleeping like. I had a like a hip issue that I thought was sciatica. I wasn't sure what it was. Dr. Collins had mentioned that I might just be compensating on that side, and so my hip is kind of, you know, feeling that stress. And I actually think my pelvis readjusted itself a little bit because I'm not having that issue as much. I had a little pop in a yoga pose last night, and got a little nervous at first, but he said that it's just kind of your body falling back into line. And then sitting today, I haven't had any hip pain issues, so pretty excited about that too.
So, chin back. Not like Hulk. You're going full Hulkamania.
Oh, well, you said chin back. Okay.
Think more tone and awareness
Are you able to find someone
than like straining.
The hindering has been a struggle, right?
Well, that's been a struggle.
If you do it right, it should feel like the back of the neck, just below your skull, kind of opens up a little bit, and then you feel the engagement and the muscular activity underneath your chin. And even like, if you were a guy where your Adam's apple would be, weaken and stretch, the anterior neck does the cross of that. It's a flip-flop. This weakens and stretches, and this weakens and stretches. The chest gets tight, so it goes to your circle. Feels good, right? Yeah. You should do this before you work out.
Yeah. Feels good.
It'll balance your shoulder girdle, and then the pelvic girdle version of the same thing is lower cross syndrome. In lower cross syndrome, your quads will be tight, hamstrings will be stretched, core will be weak, lower back will be tight. So tight, stretched and weak, stretched and weak.
I had looked into going to a few different chiropractors. I had been to a massage therapist. I had, like I said, bought a couple new pillows. I have been doing a bunch of yoga stretches for neck tension and rolling on foam rollers. And I know Jackie Collins, so I asked her a little bit about the type of chiropractic work that Dr. Collins does, and she explained it to me and said, just come in and get looked at. And I was hesitant. I went and got another massage, paid $80 for that massage, and by the time I added everything up, just managing the pain and buying new pillows was so much that I just said, I'll go in and give it a try. And I'm glad that I did. Now I'm able to turn my head. Being able to turn my head, I would pay $10,000 to be able to do that again. So I would say just come in and at least get checked out. There's no harm in just coming in and getting looked at. Even just the x-rays that they do here, I've never had such, in-depth x-rays, and just being able to see that and just see the health of your spine is, even if nothing is wrong and everything's in alignment, you at least get some, really good x-rays and ideas about what your spine kind of looks like. And, and then if nothing's out of alignment, then he's not going to adjust you. That's what I love about him versus another chiropractor. He looks first and then he decides what he's going to adjust. He doesn't just adjust and say, see you next week.